Hey, what's going on, guys? It's me, RoboSword327 from the Game Changers here again, and welcome to another episode of Theories and Gameplay, the series where I talk about a theory while playing a game in the background. Yeah. I know I said in my impossible quiz video that you might not see another one of these for a while, but like my friend he's just been like asking me to do another video, so we'll figure that finding a solution is gonna have to wait. So yeah, like I'm gonna be doing another Five Nights at Freddy's theory today because, well, you know, there's so many to go around. And yeah, today's theory is going to be my theory that the kitchen camera in Five Nights at Freddy's 1 is actually the safe room. So yeah, let's get right into this. Okay, so in Five Nights at Freddy's 1, the kitchen camera is disabled. This is pretty common knowledge, but in case you're new to the Five Nights at Freddy's community, in Five Nights at Freddy's 1, there is a kitchen camera, but you can't see into it. It says like if you try to look into it, it says camera disabled, audio only. So yeah, it's pretty weird. Now, the most common explanation thought of by fans is that it's where Golden Freddy hides. And it is a good like theory. In theory, see what I did there? Yeah, that pun was terrible. And anyway, yeah, it is a pretty good theory in theory. But it is just a theory. And the reason this is important is because I feel like fans seem to consider this theory fact. And in fact, you see what I did there again? Yeah, I'm gonna stop doing things like that. But anyway, yeah, like my friend who I ride the bus with to school, he I was talking about this exact theory to him, and he said that the idea that Golden Freddy, that Golden Freddy hiding in the kitchen, like that it is like a definitive fact, because like in the Five Nights at Freddy's Gmod map, that's where he is. And he said that the reason he's there is because Scott told the creators that's where he would probably be. Now, yeah, like notice how Scott didn't actually confirm that's where Golden Freddy would be. He just said it, that he'd probably be there. It's probably because the working theory is that Golden Freddy hides in the kitchen. So yeah, this theory is not 100% confirmed whether that's your reason or if it's something completely different. On the topic of that, like if you actually believe like Golden Freddy hiding in the kitchen, tell me why you think so in the comment section below. I'd love to know. But anyway, yeah, back to my whole the kitchen is the safe room theory. So yeah, now that we've pretty much established that Golden Freddy hiding in the kitchen is just a working theory, we can pretty much like speculate with whatever we want now. Which leads me to my theory that the kitchen camera is actually the safe room. In case you need a refresher, in Five Nights at Freddy's 3, via what are they? Like, how did I forget the name of these things? Oh yeah, the tape recordings. How did I forget that? How did I forget what they were called? Such an idiot. But anyway, yeah. In Five Nights at Freddy's 3, via the tape recordings given to us by the phone dude, we learn from the phone guy of the existence of hidden safe rooms that are hidden in every establishment. These safe rooms are to only be used by the employees, and that normal customers aren't shouldn't access them. Well, they aren't allowed to access it, and no one should ever let them into the safe room. So, like, yeah, it doesn't really mean a whole lot to us until we learn on, I think it may be like night 3 or 4, that the safe rooms are being boarded up, and that they're becoming invisible to the animatronics programming, invisible to the cameras, and that no one else is to know about them. This bit of information is key to my theory. Like, point number one. The phone guy says that the safe rooms are becoming invisible to the cameras. This would seem to explain why the kitchen camera is disabled if it is indeed actually a camera in the safe room. So yeah, we have something there. Now I know what you're saying, but it's labeled the kitchen, so your theory is wrong. Well, remember what the other things that the phone guy says. No one else is supposed to know about the safe rooms. No one is to be told about them. That would include future employees of the restaurant. And if we're supposed to believe the lore of the game and information that we get, Five Nights at Freddy's 4, which is where these tape recordings originate, by the way. Like Five Nights at Freddy's 4, where the tape recordings come from, supposedly takes place in 1983. Now, whether or not you believe it's 1983 or 1987, it's still a pretty big amount of time away from Five Nights at Freddy's 1, which takes place in 1993. Now, being that I'm a very hardcore FNAF theorist, I'm going to go ahead and say that FNAF 4 takes place in 1983, meaning that these games are 10 years away from each other. So, yeah, this this would definitely be a time where no one would know about the safe rooms. Five Nights at Freddy's 1. So yeah, what's important here is that no one is in the future supposed to know about the safe rooms. Five Nights at Freddy's 1 takes place 10 years after Five Nights at Freddy's 4, where the tapes originate, meaning that Mike Schmidt would definitely not know about the safe rooms, which is what we can take away from this. And he's seeing as he's not supposed to know about the safe rooms, it would make sense if they renamed the safe room camera the kitchen camera. See how this all adds up? So now I know what else you're thinking. The phone guy says that they're invisible to the animatronics programming. So why do we hear Chica go in there? Well, Chica is when in Five Nights at Freddy's 1, when you hear Chica banging pots and pans around, well, at least that's what it sounds like. It's pretty clear that she's doing that in the kitchen. I mean, because yeah, it just sounds like noises that you would hear in the kitchen. So yeah, if you're the real plot hole in this whole thing is that Chica is making these types of noises. They wouldn't come from the safe room. But the kitchen and the safe room are not the same. I mean, where have you been this whole time if you're seeing this plot hole? So, yeah. What the heck is going on here? Yeah, but anyway, yeah, if you're, seeing this plot hole that Chica's making noises, that would come from the kitchen, and that, she disappears off the camera when she sees them, meaning she would probably be going into the safe room because that's the only place that's disabled. Yeah, if you're having a problem with this, maybe she probably is just going into the kitchen, but there probably just is no camera in the kitchen for some reason. I don't know. That's something that I'll have to think about. But anyway, yeah, that is pretty much my best explanation for why for why you can't see into the kitchen camera. Now don't click off, because this theory isn't done yet. There is still one major problem with this whole thing. What about Five Nights at Freddy's 2? Why isn't there a kitchen, a disabled camera at all in that game? Well, this I actually had to do a bit of thinking about. You see, in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, we're led to believe that the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is a grand reopening. Well, at least by promotional art. The whole problem with saying it's a grand reopening is that all the posters that are actually in the game, like that are on the wall, and the things that the phone guy says, welcome you to the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Not a grand reopening. And technically, by the definition of a grand reopening, that, that would mean that, like, a restaurant closed down, or, like, any establishment, then they came back to that place and then reopened. But like based on all, like, the things that the posters say and what the phone guy says, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is supposed to be a grand, no, not a grand reopening, a new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, not the grand reopened Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, which means that it's a different location, because it's a new Freddy Fazbear's Pizza and it's an improved one. So yeah, this basically is what ties together why the Five Nights at Freddy's 2, like, why there's no disabled safe room camera, because it doesn't even have a safe room. I can remember what I said just a couple of seconds ago about it being a whole new location and not being a reopened one. Like how that ties into this whole problem theory is that, like, if this was an establishment that they hadn't used before, of course there wouldn't be a safe room, because it wasn't previously used. And Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is supposed to take place after Five Nights at Freddy's 4, where the safe rooms were closed down. So, it's supposed to be a whole new location, okay? So, yeah, there wouldn't really even be a safe room there in the first place. That's what I'm trying to say here. And they definitely wouldn't add one either, because it takes place after the safe rooms were blocked off. Now that brings up another question. If Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is a new location, then, like, what about in Five Nights at Freddy's 1? Why is there even a safe room at all? Well, would you believe that Five Nights at Freddy's 1 is actually a grand reopening? We never really get any confirmation that Five Nights at Freddy's 1 is a sister location that was open along with the other two locations, a grand reopening or a new location. But I am, pretty sure that it is a reopening of our previous restaurant. Let's look at the facts. We know that the previous two locations were both closed down. The Five Nights 2 location looks nothing like the Five Nights 1 location, layout-wise. So it can't be a reopening of that location. And I don't really think that it's a new restaurant, that it's like a new location that they came to, because it's just really dirty and whatnot. They would probably have it renovated and whatnot. And in going back to Five Nights at Freddy's 2, the phone guy tells us that the previous restaurant before the Five Nights 2 location had been abandoned, leaving it to rot, as the phone guy says, aka gathering dust and gathering trash all over the place. The Five Nights at Freddy's 1 location has cobwebs everywhere and trash all over the place. Sounds like what would happen to a restaurant if it had closed down and just got left there, doesn't it? You see where I'm going? The Five Nights 1 location is the Five Nights 4 location. And if you remember what I said earlier, the Five Nights 4 location is where the safe rooms were used and then closed down. So for there to be a camera there, it makes perfect sense. And this all ties up into why the cameras are blocked off. When they came back to that location, they blocked off the camera, renamed it, and so forth. And there you have it. The Five Nights 2 location doesn't have a blocked off camera because there is no safe room. And the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 location is the same as the Five Nights 4 location, and the kitchen camera is actually the safe room. So there you have it, guys. There is my enormously long theory that ties together this whole loose end about the kitchen. Tell me what you thought of this in the comment section below, and like I said earlier, if you think the kitchen is where Golden Freddy hides, tell me your reasoning for thinking that. Remember to leave a comment what you think, and subscribe for more theorist videos. And I'll see you later.